Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzing Pattaya, the show where we talk about things that are happening right here, right now in Pattaya, as well as general tips, news and advice. Before we get into today's show, please remember, hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video, please hit the bell icon. Okay, so today's question is, what is the future of the property market here in Pattaya? Is now a good time to invest? And it's a good question, and it's a question that's been put to us 3 or 4 times. And me personally, I'm not a property expert, so I'm looking at you guys out there to give the guidance back, because I don't know about the property here. But what I do know is that when you drive around here, yes, there are lots and lots of shops for rent and there are lots of buildings closed, which obviously means that there's a lot of opportunities out there. But also there are a large amount of domestic properties, houses and condominiums that the owners are really desperate to try and get rid of, because either they can't afford them or they don't perceive there's any future here, so they want to move them on. So where does that leave you? Is that a good time now to come in and invest? Is it a good time to put down the money, secure these properties that are very cheap, and hold on to them on the understanding that once we get through this tough time which we're in right now, and if the changes that Pattaya City Council are proposing happen and they develop Pattaya into more of a tourist family friendly area, is now a good time to invest and buy a property? On the other hand, do you have a property that you're desperately trying to get rid of, that there are no buyers? Are you in a situation where you're wanting to get rid of your premises or your property, but you just can't find a buyer, or the people that are offering you the money are offering it at such a low rate that you can't afford to let it go? And it's an interesting situation because, the market is changing. The market is changing. Go back to pre-COVID, the word on the street was everybody that was buying was Chinese. They were buying and buying and buying. And in many cases, these new developments that were coming up were selling out before they'd even put the foundations into the ground. So clearly there's a market there, and not far from where I am, there's a huge hotel that is all about Chinese and it's completely empty. But they're not selling it, but it's just sat there empty because its market was the Chinese. So are the Chinese investors buying and then renting out to the Chinese tourists? Is it now an opportunity for other people to get in on this and to buy these properties? Or is that going to be a weight around your neck, and one that may ultimately come back to bite you on the arse? Now, as I say, I'm not a property expert. I have no knowledge about the property. So what I want to understand is, from your point of view, would you invest? If you had spare money, would you invest in Pattaya on the understanding that right now is a good time to buy? And in the future, if they do make the plans they say they're going to make, that possibly you could be onto a winner. Alternatively, would you keep your money in your pocket and say, no, I'm not prepared to invest in a city, in an area that I have no understanding what the future holds, because if COVID carries on like it seems to be doing, and more businesses close, more and more things change here, who knows? But if Pattaya do what they say they're going to do, and all these developments with the Bali High Pier that we spoke about in other episodes, if they do all of that, well, maybe that is a good time to invest. What about the developers? These developers are building properties and building condominium blocks on the hope and the understanding that obviously they're going to sell them to people that want to come here. Now, maybe you're a tourist and you want to buy a property that's going to be your 2-week holiday home or a month's holiday home, and the rest of the time you're hoping the developer will rent it out for you. But what are these developers doing? Are they in trouble? Are they struggling? Have you had a bad experience, or have you had a good experience? What do you think? Please let us know. Drop us a comment below and tell us how you feel the property market here in Pattaya stands right now. Is it a place to invest, or is it a place to avoid? Let us know. Thanks very much for watching the Coffee Chat Show. Really appreciate your support. If you want to talk about anything in particular, hit us up, let us know, drop a comment below about a discussion, we can get going. And thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned to Buzzing Pattaya and have a great day.